Profitable tent rental companies understand that the loading list or the picking list is vital to running a profitable business. If someone forgets something in the yards, it's going to cost you time and money, which is why it's so important that loading lists are foolproof, but also auto-generated. And in other videos, if you haven't watched them, I really recommend you do. I talk about how the system, how the quoting tool and stock rules will automatically update a load list depending on what your staff or your team do when building a quote. But I don't want to go into that too much. What I want to show you really today is just the functionality of our loading list. So a couple cool things that you can do. One of which is connect the office team with the on-site team. And you can do that with customer notes, but also attachments. So here you can see, look, we've got a customer note. We're going to pretend that the customers called up the company and said, look, the gate code is 444, and when they arrive, they need to come through the south entrance. So the note's been added in by the office staff, and they've added that onto the loading list and a delivery note. Same with the attachment. So we've got an image of the site and a layout of the tent, and we put that onto the load list too. We can also put in PDF documents, so site surveys, health and safety forms, whatever it is that your team on site might need. So let's jump to the top of this page and go into a load list, see how it works. So this is just one example of how it looks. We've got customer details in the top, we've got delivery details, we've got the instructions, we've got a Google Maps link as well. If I scroll down, everything is itemized and categorized in the order that I want it in. So we can actually choose where particular items and components appear in a loading list. Chairs is a good example. Often you want to load chairs first because it's the last thing you'll need. So you can put that to the top of your priority list and it will always be on top. We have a weight under each subcategory. That will be in kilograms or pounds, depending where you are in the world. If I scroll down, we've got last minute stock warnings that we can jump into. We've got tools, PPE equipment, all of the components, of course. Got combined weight total, and then those attachments that I added as well. So this is the category view. We've also got a tent view, which is fantastic for big jobs where you're doing multiple different structures on multiple days, because this, as the name suggests, splits up the load list by each tent. So this is everything I need in the 30 by 80 foot clear span. If I scroll down, so all the components, the lights and so on, the items, everything I need in this 30 by 10 foot frame tent. And just to show you that it's not just frame tents our system does, here we've got 3 TPs or giant hats and everything needed to build that tent. A couple other things you can do from a load list is one, adjust it. So although the system auto generates and although we have stock rules, it's tent rental, there's so many variables, you've got to go in there sometimes and just make changes. So from the adjust load list page, you can change quantities, you can add stock, you can delete stock, and so on. So if I wanted to add something in, I can just scroll down to the bottom and then add in a specific item from here or component from here as well. So what's really cool though about our loading lists is they can be printed and given to the team as a piece of paper, or you can save on paper waste and use them digitally. So the team won't need logins to access the digital load list. So you won't have to pay for them to have a subscription. You can just send them a link. A lot of our customers will have a WhatsApp group, for example, and put that link and say, look, this is what we need to load tonight for our jobs tomorrow. From their link, they can get it up on their phone or an iPad, and they can tick online. And if it's new staff that don't know what particular items or components look like, they can even click on images before they load it. They can sign at the bottom, and if you want to take it to the next level, we can help you with this. We can put in QR codes. So that's a QR code for subframe flooring, and that will take you through to a video of how to lay subframe flooring. So by keeping it interactive and digital, everyone's accountable in a good way, and we try and make it as foolproof as possible. So it doesn't matter if it's the office team that's quoting, the stock rules will make sure every component and item needed for the job is going to be on your load list, and it's in a really simple to use layout that can be used or printed out as a piece of paper or digitally by your team. So if you want to see more, get in touch for a full demo.